I think everyone at some point in their life realizes they need to create a new self-image. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to go from the old identity that you've been running as a software in your mind your entire life to the new identity that you actually look up to. Step number 1 is to grab this old identity and define it as clearly as possible. What thoughts are constantly running in your head? What personality traits have you assigned to yourself? What negative things do you tell yourself, even if it's just from you to you? I'm bad with money, I'm not confident, I don't deserve love, I don't deserve a promotion. Whatever thoughts you constantly have throughout the day, whatever traits you feel like are stopping you from accomplishing that thing, you need to fully understand it before you rewrite it. So that's step 1. Step 2 is the same idea, but for your new self-image. Get as specific as possible on what does this new version of you think, but you need to be really specific. Not just, oh, I'm confident in the future, or I'm better with money in the future. No, I hold eye contact when I talk. I walk into rooms like I deserve to be there. I know how to lead meetings. I smell nice. People compliment me after I finish a hard conversation. Whatever it is, be as specific as possible so that your mind knows where you're going. Your GPS would not know what turn to tell you to take if it didn't know what the final end game was. Create a very clear end game. Step 3 is simple, but it's probably one of the harder ones. Act as if. Every single time you're given an opportunity where it feels tempting to go to your old self-image, to avoid a conversation, ignore a red flag, don't check your bank account, don't do that budgeting thing that you learned about, whatever it is, try your best to act as if you already have that new identity and ask yourself, as if it's an alter ego, what would future me do in this moment right now? Because this moment right now is going to build future me. Future me won't just show up out of nowhere. Future me is relying on what I do in this specific moment, in this conversation, in this opportunity. Step 4 is what Dr. Maxwell calls mind theater. And that's when you spend just 5 minutes a day, maybe 10 or 15 if you can handle it, and closing your eyes and actually visualizing your future self operating their life based on all these new self-image rules, right? So you want to really get specific on what are you wearing in the future? How do you act? How confident are you? How do people respond about you? How the room smells? Be as specific as possible, because the mind cannot tell the difference between reality and vivid imagination. So if you are consistently imagining your future self, your subconscious will step in when it's time to make that image a reality the next time you have an opportunity, a conversation, a job, discussion, whatever it is. Your mind will remember all of the mind theater that you've been practicing and rehearsing and visualizing, and it will come in and provide you with the version of you that you need. And the 5th and final step is honestly one of my favorites. Write down all the proof. So every single time you take even a micro step towards this new self-image, if you had a conversation that made you feel really proud about yourself, if you led a meeting, even though your whole life you've been telling yourself, I'm not good at leading meetings, people don't listen to me when I talk, whatever it is, if you led a meeting at work and it went even decently, open the notes app on your phone and write it down as proof that you are doing a good job of heading towards your new identity. If you've been putting off a hard conversation with a friend and then you had the conversation, even if the conversation went bad, you did your part by having the bravery to have that conversation. Write that down as well. If you finally budgeted, even if it was just for a weekend of activities with your friend, write it down and be like, I finally budgeted. I'm no longer scared of some sort of financial visibility in my life. Write down all the proof. And that is essentially how you go from old self-image to new. It is not a linear process. Not every single day is going to be better and better and better. You may slip up. Your old image has been running as a software in your mind for however old you are. So give yourself some grace. Do not give up. Just because you slip back doesn't mean it's over. Keep going. That part's part of the process. You're going to do amazing.